If you walk into a room and you feel like everybody's watching you, but you feel anxious, you're unsure, you really don't know what to do, what to say, how to stand, how to even breathe, where to look. If that's you, well, that's because you're a bitch. Don't worry, today we're going to talk about a few simple things you can do right now that will make you feel comfortable in any situation. Welcome to Mindset TV. This is mindset number 2. To be undeniable, you're going to have presence, okay? And the first step is being self-aware. You're going to have to take an inventory of who you are, what you know, who you know, and what makes you special. Like anything in life, you need to know where to start. Today, we're going to be talking about a few things that you can do right now to feel more confident, more sure of yourself, and undeniable next time you're in that situation. Most people think that confidence is something that you're born with, and that is absolutely not true. It's a skill, and like any skill, is something that you can learn over time. That's why an older man is always going to be more confident than a younger man, because of the amount of knowledge, wisdom, just overall experience that he's been able to accumulate over time. But there are small steps you can take right now to shrink that time frame, and it all starts with self-awareness. You're going to have to do some self-analysis here, and you're going to have to figure out where you actually stand. What knowledge are you lacking right now that makes you feel uncomfortable or judged as you walk into these rooms, right? In social settings, in business meetings, whatever it is. You need to pinpoint if it's your physical body language, if it's the way you dress, if it's the way you look, if it's your height, if it's the way you speak. Are you overweight? Are you out of shape? This awareness is what's going to give you control. It's going to give you the insights into what it is that you need to expose yourself to in order to make the proper improvements. All right, that's going to lead us to step number 2. You're going to want to take that self-awareness and start filling in the voids, okay? And in order to do that, you will have to step out of your comfort zone, which means possibly introducing yourself to random strangers on the street, at the coffee shop, at school, at work, speaking up in meetings, and sharing your opinion whenever you're in a group setting, be it family or friends. And every time you do speak up, you will be building your confidence. Trust me, you'll feel it. As soon as you do this, the first time you speak up, the first time you engage with a stranger, and you have a positive conversation, you will feel more confident. And that leads to step number 3, which is your body language, okay? In order to demand attention, you're going to have some presence, okay? You're going to have to stand tall. No matter how short you are, you need to stand tall, shoulders back, chest out, okay? Take up some space in the room. You're going to have to make eye contact with everybody that crosses your path. What I like to do is actually say hello and greet people. Be the first one to greet, okay? Don't let them greet you first. You have to beat them to it. That's what I do. I walk into a room and I'm greeting everybody, okay? That shows them that you're there and you have a purpose and that you're undeniable. Obviously, right? You're making it undeniable by speaking up first. Remember, the way you walk into a room tells a story way before you even open your mouth. So even if you're not the one saying hi because of the type of setting that it is, just the way you walk in, the amount of visual space that you take up, okay, the rhythm of your steps, that's going to garnish attention and it's going to tell people that you belong there. But let's not get ahead of ourselves, okay? Because I know some of you are lazy, okay? And there's an aspect to confidence that no one really talks about, which is preparation. You must prepare your mind. You must gain knowledge. You must study the world. You must become competent at different things. You must be strong. You must have knowledge in finances, in dating, in the sciences. You want to be competent in mathematics. You want to have some level of articulation when you speak. You want to understand human psychology. And all these things are in books, are in YouTube videos. All these things are there for the taking, okay? But a lot of you are lazy. That's the way I was. I was not reading books or watching YouTube videos when I was in a happy relationship. But soon enough, I found myself separated and back on the market as a single dad. Okay. And confidence was actually something that I actively had to work on for 3 years. Not gonna lie, it took me 3 years to go from insecure, unsure, underinformed to willing and able, confident, undeniable. I have no issues now walking into any room. Of course, there's room for improvement, but that happens over time. And I've accepted that it's a progression. It's a lifelong learning process. So don't be lazy. Start now. Watch YouTube videos. Watch Mindsets 1 through 100. This is number 2. Read all the books you can get. I'm going to put some recommendations in the description very soon. So be on the lookout for that. I'm going to give you top 10 books that can help you become more competent in all those fields that we just talked about, to improve your dating, to improve your mindset in different aspects of life. But as you gain more knowledge, as you study yourself, become self-aware, and start filling in the voids, you will inevitably become more competent, which means you're going to become more confident. It's the competence-confidence loop. Look it up. The more competent you are at something, the more confident you will be at such thing. So learn it, practice it, and it'll become part of who you are, and you'll become more confident in the process. All right, so now, and the last thing that you can do, which is probably the most important thing when it comes to building confidence, is probably the most overlooked, okay? But before I tell you what that is, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. It really helps with the engagement. I would greatly appreciate it. So, the final step is to embrace every opportunity. See, the secret is that confidence is a linear progression. And at the bottom of that progression, or that ladder of progression, is awkwardness. So it is inevitable. Don't avoid it. You're going to have to embrace the awkwardness. The first time you talk to a stranger, the first time you go up to a beautiful woman, the first time you speak up in a meeting at work, the first time you cold call a prospect for your business, it's going to feel awkward. And that is okay. That's where confidence starts. Just the fact that you had the balls to make the call or go up to that beautiful woman automatically will build your confidence. Listen, the faster you can accept the fact that it's going to be awkward at first, the less power that awkwardness has over you, okay? When you do take that leap and you start up that conversation, you can laugh it off. You can acknowledge the fact that you're kind of shy and you're trying to be more confident. You can play around with this at the beginning, okay? People will respect you just for having the balls to speak up and to initiate, because they themselves don't have the confidence to initiate, okay? So you have to look at it through that lens. You're not the only shy person. You're not the only one that's unsure of where they stand in life. You're not the only one that seeks confidence. But if you can be the first to a social interaction, I guarantee you, you will be seen as the confident one in that exchange. So let's just recap, because I know you guys didn't take notes. So let's recap these very important points that are going to get you from unsure and shy to confident and undeniable, okay? So the first thing is you have to remember that becoming confident isn't about perfection. It's about accepting the fact that you are not perfect, but you're willing to take on the challenges head on, okay? Take the bull by the horns. You learn and you adapt. You gain knowledge and you become more competent and therefore more confident. Okay, the first step, going back, remember, is awareness. Awareness is the beginning of confidence. You cannot be confident if you don't know where you are, who you are, and where you stand. Okay, then you want to start small, but be consistent every day. New conversations every day. Try something new every day. Learn something new. Once you get into a groove, you want to make sure that you appear in physical form to other people like a very confident person. The more confidence you exude, the more confident you will actually feel. Remember, first impressions matter a lot. And having that presence is what's going to make you magnetic over time and make you undeniable. And lastly, and most importantly, don't shy away from any opportunity, any challenge that you may have shied away from, that you may have been intimidated by in the past. Do not shy away from that. And I'll take that a step further. Don't just take the opportunities that are given to you, but seek opportunities. Okay? Go ahead and talk to the cute girls at the gym. Make conversation. Practice. Spark up conversations with randos on the street. Okay? If they're judgmental, you'll never see them again. Don't worry. If you go to a business conference, talk to as many people as you can. That is an opportunity. You must seek the conversations. Okay? And let me tell you something. Being confident in the business world will get you paid. Okay? That's another topic that we need to discuss in another mindset. Okay? But if you're not in business and you're thinking you want to be in business, you want to be an entrepreneur, well, confidence is probably going to be at the top of the list of the requirements. Okay? Because without that, ain't nobody going to pay you. Okay? Now, go back. Okay? Go back. This is a long video. Go back and watch it again. And note that as you get through these points again, you're going to feel more confident, even if it's just a small amount of confidence. But the fact that you know what to do, the fact that you've learned something, you are more competent in this mindset development, you're automatically going to feel more confident. Go back, review all 5 points. Okay? Pause it if you need to. Brainstorm. Think about it. Practice on yourself. Get ready for the next day. Just the fact that you watch this video multiple times, just the fact that maybe you're taking notes and you wrote these things down, just the fact that you're giving yourself an opportunity to progress, to learn, to become more competent, just the fact that you're doing this right now is making you more confident. And if you don't believe me, watch. Wake up tomorrow morning and attack these points one by one. And at the end of the day, come back and leave me a comment. Let me know if I was right or wrong. Okay? Remember, your mind learns very quickly. So put yourself in those situations now. Do not wait around. Okay? Your future you will thank you. All right, I wanted to keep this video short, but I ended up kind of rambling on a bit. But I will say confidence is very important, especially for the guys out there, because you know that saying that says confidence will get you paid and it will get you laid. Okay? I might have just made that up right now, but I guarantee you it's true. Okay? So don't sleep on this shit. So that's it. That's it for today's mindset. This is number 2. Make sure you take notes, because this is something that's going to be ever present in your life. Okay? Confidence is really a progression. So don't think that it's something you learn one time and that's it. It's actually you become more and more confident as time goes on. And there are events in life that can actually hinder your confidence. So you got to be careful with that. All right, so please subscribe to the channel and say hello in the comments. That helps us with engagement. We're brand new to this, and when I say we, I mean I. Okay, so it's just a one-man team here. And that's it. Peace.